Ladies and gentlemen, the migrant situation in New York City have a lot of the residents furious. The migrants are now going door to door begging residents for food and money in New York City. This is happening all over the city. And people, they are furious, the residents there. And I mean, can you just imagine you open your door and these migrants are on your porch looking you in the face and begging for cash, begging for clothes, begging for food, and it's just catching you completely off guard? Well, they're saying it's an influx of these people showing up on the doorsteps, especially in Brooklyn lately. In Marine Park neighborhood in the recent weeks, and they have been going door to door. And this is what's happening. I have another picture from a different resident to show you. Okay, y'all. So this is a shot also in Brooklyn. And as you can see, these migrants were picked up on a ring camera. And this particular neighborhood in Brooklyn is a Trump supporting neighborhood. So you know these folks are furious that this is happening to them. So, a lot of hostility out here, y'all. A lot. So, families staying at a Floyd Bennett Field shelter at the edge of Brooklyn are showing up at homes 4 miles away in Marine Park neighborhood seeking food, clothes, and funds, spurring both online vitriol and real world help. Residents are sharing anecdotes and images on doors. You know, they got their cameras out, they're trying to videotape these things and they're posting it up on Facebook, describing migrant families begging for change near the Kings Plaza Mall, the nearest commercial hub to the shelter, where city buses drop off and pick up migrants. Other residents have described them going door to door on residential streets asking for clothes, food, and money. Now, one of the residents, he is a Irish immigrant, 62 years old, who has lived for the past 2 decades in Marine Park, and he's outraged. He said groups of families had knocked on his door several times over the past week. And he said, we had a nice, close neighborhood, group of people. So this little block that they're on is very Trump leaning. And he said, the invasion of people knocking on doors, begging and asking for money. He said one of the fathers used an app on his phone to translate into English, said the person was from Venezuela and they needed money and clothes. There's a lot of retired people in this neighborhood, a lot of families here, and they are at the stage of their lives where they like peace and quiet. Yeah, especially if they're up in age. I do understand that. This is the opposite. We're not liking what we see. Mm-mm-mm. I think they should go to the Democratic politician houses and knock on their doors. What do y'all think of that? I think they should do that. Take them over there to where the Democrats live and tell them to knock on their door and ask for food, money, and clothes. So neighbors are airing out their grievances in a Facebook group called Stop Floyd Bennett illegal migrants. The posts in the group in recent weeks have urged residents not to give in to the panhandlers or to report them to 311. One post seeking donations for families at Floyd Bennett had 198 comments, ranging from "this is an invasion" to "holy S." It's Christmas week. Mary and Joseph, Mary and Joseph refugees. Mm-mm-mm. Reflecting an area of Brooklyn where Donald Trump won the majority of the votes back in 2016 and 2020. Some posters have invoked the great replacement, the far right conspiracy theory that non white immigrants are being brought in to replace white voters. Yeah, y'all always say that mess about everything. So, another resident is calling for this to stop. And she said she had to kick people out for saying, because some of the people are advocating violence. That's how upset they are getting at these migrants. And they're saying things like, get your guns. I mean, get your guns is not advocating for violence. It's just saying be prepared, right? She told the city. We had 500 families there and nobody really saw any of them. But there's 1,700 people in here and they're noticing a big change in their neighborhoods. A lot of people are concerned. Several residents of the shelters who spoke with the city described getting meals like cold eggs for breakfast or cold hamburgers for lunch, and that the children often went hungry. One migrant mother of three from Venezuela said she resorted to panhandling by the bus stop to buy food for her three children. Sometimes I've had to go beg to buy bread and other things, she said in near tears. She said she is trying to get more connected with a church that is giving her peanut butter, milk, and bread. Wow. Y'all made the track all the way here just to end up at somebody's door begging. Wow. But you know what? It's up to the Biden administration to do something about this. The residents really shouldn't have to put up with this. Shouldn't Biden and his people be dealing with this situation? I would think they should. So, mm-mm-mm. So the word on the streets in Rockaway is they're going to break into our houses. There's just these fear tactics because they're people of color and they're trying to steal from us. Yeah, well, you're in Trump territory. Okay. So, and those folks are going to think like that, you know? Wow. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this. If any of my people are in New York, please let me know whether you heard about this or you even seen it in New York. And I'm sure this can't be the only place this is happening in. So if you've seen this in other parts of the country, please drop it in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.